And part of that work will be speaking to the police officer who continues to get so much praise. Constable Ken Lamb confronted and arrested the suspect. It must have been a nerve-shattering moment. It could have ended in bloodshed, but of course it did not. Joanna Rimiliotis now on how that officer kept his cool.
It must have seemed like an eternity, or a flash, a takedown that lasted less than a minute by an officer hailed a hero. The horrific attack had already begun a few blocks away. Constable Ken Lamb was alone on routine traffic duty when he got the call, and he was the only one there, his siren blaring, when the van crashed to a stop. What unfolded is extraordinary. Lamb's gun is drawn, pointing at the van. He doesn't know what to expect. The driver points what appears to be a gun and yells something, but you can't hear it over the siren. In what experts call a strategic move, Lamb calmly reaches into his vehicle to turn it off.
Get down! Get down!
If he thought there would have been a threat to his life, potentially, he wouldn't have taken his eyes off the suspect. He turns off the siren, both so the suspect can hear him, but also to try to de-escalate the situation, because inherently the siren is going to make that suspect nervous.
But it doesn't calm him. The driver steps closer. He wants the officer to shoot. Lamb doesn't fire.
He's not only provoking him and doing that, but he's also saying to the officer, shoot me, shoot me.
Mike McCormick is head of the Toronto Police Union.
If at any point that he thought there was an escalation in the person's behavior and that there was a threat, he had the entire justification to use his weapon.
We can't tell from this angle, but Lamb knows that's not a gun. He doesn't shoot but steps back as the suspect comes closer. Then, sensing an opening, moves forward. The power dynamic suddenly shifts. The suspect collapses to his knees. Suddenly, it's over.
When I was talking to him yesterday, he was saying, Mike, I'm just a cop. This is what we do. Like, what's the big deal?
He is certainly humble, and officers are trained to de-escalate. But still.
It is a focal point of our training piece. Having said that, that particular situation yesterday, the way in which it went down was nothing short of remarkable.
Remarkable, because training can only go so far. Scott Giovanetti is a former police instructor.
He used the least amount of force possible to end the incident, and I agree with the characterization that he was a hero.
As for Lamb, he is overwhelmed and taking some time off. As a key witness, he won't be speaking publicly for a while, but will no doubt always be known as the cop who didn't shoot. Joanna Rimiliotis, CBC News, Toronto.